Hi everyone, it's Michelle. Hope you're having a fab day. It's all about boho today. I'm going to show you some boho styles for 2019 for women over 50 and 60. We all recall boho, or what we called back then hippie style from the 1960s and 70s, and we're still pulling on the look, the styles, the textiles, the embellishment, the accessories. We're still pulling on all of those that originated in the 60s and the 70s into 2019, because boho has been around a while now, and in fact it's been around a lot longer than people think. It has a historical background. The word Bohemian, which is the boho is the abbreviation for the word Bohemian. The word Bohemian actually means gypsy, and Bohemia is a place which is now in the Czech Republic. Now you might wonder, how did we get from gypsies and the Czech Republic to boho style fashion? Well, these people that lived in this area were believed to be the Romani gypsies. And the Romani gypsies were, well, they were gypsies. They were very free-spirited, unconventional people. So, sometime in around the 1930s, there was a group of people in France that were a little bit revolutionary in the sense that they decided to buck the system. They were artists, they were writers, they were philosophers, and the French gave them the term Bohemians, meaning gypsies. But they weren't exactly gypsies, but they were free-thinking, free-spirited, creative, unconventional, non-conformist types of characters. And these people heavily influenced what was yet to come as the hippie movement. The whole theme of boho is to be not so structured. It is free-flowing. It pulls from lots of ethnic groups, and it's influenced by tribal styles and prints and colors. It's got to do with earthy tones, but it's also got to do with color. It's a huge conglomeration of interesting prints, embellishments, accessories. I have been around this look, and I have worn this look on and off for a very long time. I wore it through the 70s. I wore it, my sisters wore it, my friends wore it. We were boho lovers. We were hippie chicks, okay? We were hippie chicks. And I found a love for it then, and I still love a little bit of boho in my wardrobe. And the thing with clothing, as I've mentioned, and fashion before, is it reflects your personality, your style, your viewpoints. It's who you are. It's showing a bit of who you are, a lot of who you are. And you can tell if somebody is going in that direction, that boho direction. Well, if they're doing it quite a lot, it's telling you more. But if they're incorporating it into their wardrobe, it means there's a part of them that's probably creative and probably a bit free-spirited and unconventional, and that would be me. That would be me, and that would be a lot of women who embrace the boho look to some extent. Now, I don't wear a great deal of it, but I do always have pieces in my wardrobe. For me, it will never go out of fashion. But it is very comfortable. It is generally loose, flowing, and it's not structured clothing. It's not classic. It's anything but classic. So it's got a little bit of edge to it, and I enjoy that. So I'll just go back and show you. I have distressed jeans on. They would be boho. Ripped distressed jeans and suede, well, they're suede ankle boots. In 2019, the ankle boot is fantastic for a boho look. And if you're going to wear jeans, probably a distressed wash is probably the way to go for boho. And of course, this is a quintessential boho blouse. It is floral, so florals are boho, but there's florals and there's florals. But we all probably know a boho floral when we see it, particularly when it's in a peasant or gypsy style blouse. There's nothing more boho than a peasant or gypsy style blouse. To me, that's the quintessential garment for the boho look. I have silver tasseled pendant on here, tassels and silver jewelry in particular. Now I love gold, but silver jewelry in particular lends itself to boho, particularly if it has a tribal or ethnic look to it, like Navajo jewelry, the turquoise and silver together, which is beautiful jewelry, and it's not cheap to buy at all. That is so quintessential boho, but it doesn't mean you can't wear gold. So boho is the one time where more is more, particularly with accessories and jewelry. You've seen women with 20 rings on their fingers and bracelets right up their arms. You can do that with boho. You don't have to have one statement piece. You can have several with boho, because more is more when it comes to boho, because that's what it's about, breaking rules and being unconventional and just expressing your personal style. And boho is more about individual style jewelry, and there's nothing that will accessorize an outfit up to make it look boho, even if it's not too boho, it's only on the edge. Then throwing in a whole lot of silver ethnic jewelry, Indian, as I said, Indian jewelry, also chunky necklaces. So if you really just want to go down that path with adding accessories to make an outfit boho with jeans and a t-shirt, you can do it that way too with accessories. Boho is a very broad topic to cover, so I obviously can't do it in a video. I would bore you senseless. So I just want to show you some styles and some patterns in 2019 for women in their 50s and 60s who still love that look, just want a little bit in their wardrobe, or quite a lot in their wardrobe. I mean, some women, it's their style, it's their thing. And I love it. I love it when that's their thing. So hang about, ladies, because I want to show you a few varieties of some of the boho I have in my wardrobe. If you haven't subscribed to my channel before, go down below the video. There's a subscribe button there. You can hit that button. And there's also a little bell there for weekly notifications. I do quite a few on these videos. Older Women Rock is my channel for women in their 50s and 60s and older. So give me a like if you want to as well. So let's get on to it. Let's have a look and see what I've got in my boho wardrobe. So as I said, boho lends itself to wearing lots of jewelry, and you can be colorful as you want with boho. You can see I've got a lot of turquoise bangles on here. I've got gold and turquoise happening, and pendants. Long pendants, particularly if there's tassels on the end, are very boho. So this blouse comes from the thrift shop. That's the other thing that boho is fantastic for. It really encourages purchasing recycled or pre-loved clothing. This is a crinkle rayon. Now, rayon theoretically isn't a natural fiber, but it's pretty close to it, and boho favors natural fibers. But I would say the most used fabric in all of the boho styles that you can find is rayon or viscose, you might call it that. I've got a few items here that will indicate to you, a few accessories that will indicate to you what is boho. Aviator sunglasses are always right for boho style. So if you're wondering what to wear with your boho outfits, with your sunglasses, you can get a really cheap pair of aviators these days, $20 or less. Paisley. Paisley is a print that's always been synonymous with boho style. Paisley is one of the first prints that they ever used for boho, and it's still boho, and it's still one of my favorite prints ever. I love Paisley prints. That's a fine voile cotton scarf falling right into the boho. And the colors, check out the colors in this scarf. They are so earthy. There's earthy colors in there with rusts and browns, but there's also a strong purple. That's what I'm saying about boho. It favors lots of different colors and mixing lots of colors. It doesn't have to be just earthy tones, although earthy tones are very boho, but you can have bold colors as well. Boho is a very exciting fashion style because you're going to find your color in there for sure. Tribal prints. This is just a little headscarf. Actually, it's what's called a headband. A headband we used to call them. This is tribal print. Anytime you see a tribal print, it indicates a boho style. Tribal prints are incredibly popular. So as I said, boho draws on tribal, primitive, ethnic. That ethnic look is very popular with boho. Fedora hats, whether they be straw, whether they be felt, whether they be wool, whether it's black, whether it's just a natural rattan. Fedora hats have become very boho. Fringing. Fringing is quintessential boho. Anytime you have a fringed bag, a fringed jacket, we all remember those famous suede fringe jackets.
Hey girls, if you've got this far watching my Boho Boho Chic style video, thank you, congratulations. It's a bit long. Look, I could do one double or triple because there's so much to say about boho, and I'm pretty passionate about this style of fashion. If you want to know about the term boho chic, how did that one come about? Well, back in the early 2000s, Kate Moss in particular and Sienna Miller were style icons, and they were really wearing a lot of boho, and they brought it in
to a more contemporary look, and we called it boho chic after that. So what's the difference? I don't know exactly. I think boho chic is probably a bit more smart casual dressing. So I hope you've enjoyed this video today. And if you want to think about another icon, our Elle Macpherson, she often wears boho clothing, and gosh, doesn't she rock it well? Elle's just gorgeous. She can wear anything with style. So thank you so much for watching today, ladies, and I hope to do lots more of these videos on the boho style and boho chic. Bye bye now.